Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S. Hope everyone's well as ever. I'm finally back at you with part 3 of my plans. I'm a bit of a creature of habit, so I apologize if I repeat a lot of my ideas about, or a lot of my things that I want to cover and that sort of thing. A lot of my thoughts and ideas, such as supporting startups from indigenous communities across the Americas. But a lot of the time, the reason why I repeat them is because I hope to work towards them as much as possible until hopefully, eventually, they work out. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with my list. For anyone who might have stumbled across this guy here, please check out parts 1 and 2 because then they'll make. Hopefully, this will make at least some sense, all being well. Anyway, here goes. So, number 21. Once again, I hope to talk about. Maybe I'll cover this tomorrow, all being well. I hope to talk about. Who to me personally should support Celtic, like what groups I think should support Celtic. I might have covered that video already like a year ago, but I hope to do like an updated version. And also like some of my soccer ideas or football ideas, whichever term I prefer to use generally, but that'll probably be, again, another day. And also like learn about Indigenous people's views again, and possibly Indigenous history, from Indigenous people in America's history, but not just from America, but even some areas where I think people have heard of a few things from Indigenous people, like Native Americans, but not from Indigenous people from places like Peru or Brazil or Uruguay or Paraguay. So I think it'd be great to hear their stories and help them to write their own books and like biographies, and also write from a personal point of view, but also from a group point of view where they can support each other and things like network and that sort of stuff. And hopefully learn as much as I can about Indigenous people from the Americas. Number 22. Everything I do, I hope to do. I hope to talk about what I hope to stand for, and everything I hope to do legally and ethically. I know I mentioned this a while back, but I call it LE, like my local. Obviously I won't give the whole postcode away, but the beginning the stop of the postcode for my local area. Again, I probably shouldn't say this, but it's LE. So I often think that's quite an irony, like legal and ethical. So I call it LE, like being legal and ethical. So I hope to like agree to always do my best to obey the law and try to do things as ethically as possible and treat other people as wish to be treated, and that sort of thing. And tomorrow I want to talk about some of my spiritual views, if you like, perhaps if I get around to it. So as I say, I hope to always obey the law as much as I can and be as ethical as possible, and encourage other people to do the same, like especially my fellow mixed race, what I call olive skin. Obviously, I didn't make up that term, but olive skin, what I call part olive skin, mixed race, and learn the same with people. I'd love to encourage them to all obey the law and possibly even to be non-smokers, teetotalers, non-drug takers. But hope to come to that. Like maybe next week I can cover that in more detail, because I didn't really do as well. That's one of the things about waking up early. I can cover more ideas and more plans and things like that, plan more. So I wish I had a bit more energy to do those sort of things and get more done rather than sleep so much. So hopefully in the future, I'd love to be able to like get up at least at 8 o'clock every day. Like I know, I think there's quite a few people would say the 5 a.m. club that wake us up at 5 a.m. every morning, or even 4 a.m. and gets so much done, because at 5 a.m. there's so few distractions, and many people who are financially successful apparently they only sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. So in a way I wish I was one of them. Not that I want to make money for myself, but I could make money for charity, which brings me on to point number 23. I dream to like raise as much money as I can for charity, and in the future I'd love to get involved in like football fundraisers and events and things like that. And I love like if other YouTubers, I could like create our own version of Soccer Aid or things like that, and play soccer or football, whichever you want to call it, or even encourage other people to play other sports as well to fundraise for charity. Or some people who have got confidence can sing for charity as well, and like encourage people to fundraise for charity as much as possible. And maybe at the end, I think at the end of this video I'll share the link for my friend's fundraiser, what she's trying to do for her school in Kenya. So I'll share the link for that, for the global giving thing. I hope I didn't offend some of the football. I tried to be a bit cheeky and say, I bet if I put a team together, I tried a bit of reverse psychology to say by saying, I bet if I put a team together, they could beat your team. So I was trying to be a bit cheeky, hoping they'd say, like fighting talks. Hopefully, not literally fighting talk, obviously, but challenging talks. So hopefully they would. I was hoping that would push them to like say, okay, I'll tell you what, okay, it's on. We'll have an event. So I was thinking that I meant to apologise them to say I was just trying reverse psychology and try and explain it and say I just wanted to run some football events or soccer events again, whatever you want to call them. And like support as many charities as possible, as long as I believe in those charities and agree with them, as long as they're nothing to do with like the military or weapons trade or anything like that. Number 24, on that note, again, I'd love to support what I call the fours I've often talked about at the moment. I'm hoping to support Indigenous people from the Americas this month for the rest of September, and then hopefully other groups like from October till April, like the global Black diaspora, as I've talked about before, like especially from Africa, but also around the world, like how they can network together as well. And as the Bible says, there's a time and a place for everything. Not that I'm a scholar or whatever they call it. Not that I'm holier than thou or anything like that, or I'm super religious or anything. But anyway, number 25, as I mentioned before, I'd love to support republics around the world as much as possible. That's something I stand for as well. So I hope to talk about a lot of things I stand for and what I wish to support. Number 26, on that note, I'm an anti-imperialist. I'd love to support countries that are colonized as much as possible, as I've talked about before, and like help them to network together. I think that's one way to support them, is like help them to be as united as possible and unified and support each other, that sort of thing. Number 27, I hope to do videos about Serie A or Italian football and Celtic as well, and like my dreams for them, and some more fun videos and some more serious, especially on Friday. I hope to have a lot more fun and like do like more fun videos, and Saturday if I can I hope to do more serious videos. But I always try and have a laugh every now and then, or have a bit of fun and that sort of thing. Number 28, again, as ever, I'd love to hear from you guys about any of your ideas, and try and mix it up with some list videos and some other videos, and maybe like, I know I keep talking about this, but I keep forgetting, so hopefully I'll remember to do, like cover some more stories or things like that. Number 29, I hope to talk about this group I dreamed to make called, after my initials, the M.K.S is United group. So I hope to talk about that in a bit more detail, like especially on Mondays because of my little patterns and literation, but also on Saturdays talk about what I dream for that group to stand for. And number 30, I hope to cover as many things as I can. Obviously, there's only 24 hours a day, so unfortunately, I can't cover all the things I want to do. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll cover the video about who, to me personally, should support Celtic, as well as some views but I have about my opinions about a lot of things, and also my views about religion and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if I spoke fast again, and I'm out. Peace out.